This is Gary Atanu with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado, out on location with Malibu Pools and Hardscapes. Since 1978, they've been providing the ultimate custom backyard environments for folks here around Denver. I'm here with Daniel, who's the owner. Thanks for joining us, Daniel. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. You're an architect. Share with me a little bit how you got involved in this type of industry.
Well, I started building swimming pools when I was 15 years old. And since then we've grown. I started my company when I was 18, and I've had this company since then. So since 1978, when I turned 18, I started this company.
Fantastic. I mean, obviously, folks here, we live in Colorado because we love the great outdoors.
Right.
And it's great that a lot of us have a getaway only a few feet out of our backyard there. Are these the kind of folks that basically call upon your services?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We actually, people think that swimming pools aren't that popular in Colorado when they actually are. We had a large migration of people come from California back in the 1980s, and along with it, swimming pools. So.
I mean, quite honestly, we in this climate, we spend a lot of time indoors. We're indoors in the home, we're in our offices year-round. We love to get out, and nothing more calming than a nice soak in your backyard. Nothing more enjoyable and exciting than watching your kids play in a pool. I mean, is this something you've been enjoying providing for folks?
I love doing this for a living. I've got the best job in the world. I get to provide, resort-style living for people, and they just enjoy. Like you say, their families,
It's a great job, I would imagine. Basically, your token is, if you can imagine it, we can build it. And so tell me a little bit about your builder on site. We're talking about a guy who's got 30 years plus experience, not to mention all your installers, all professionals that come out and do the job.
Absolutely. We have a great crew of people that are actually very good designers, very creative themselves. So I'm very blessed to have the crews that I have.
This all begins with a free consultation. We start out basically finding out what the client wants to accomplish, seeing what space is available, possibly the budget as well. Walk me through the consultation. What do you find out from folks?
Well, I think what you need to find out is how they're going to use the area, how many people are going to be using it, how they're going to party, entertain, and that sort of thing. And then we just design it around their thoughts and desires, really.
These guys did an excellent job. They're very professional. They took all the overlay off, got to the basics of the cement, and just made it beautiful. And we've had nothing but compliments, and we are so excited to share this with everyone.
Wonderful. I mean, obviously, customer satisfaction is in the details, so much planning is required. Your team basically puts a plan together, pretty comprehensive, that folks get to take a look at, so no surprises. They understand each step of the way, even before you step foot on the property.
Yes, I mean, designs with architectural drawings, which is my degree, and that's how actually I got involved in swimming pools, is because I wanted to go to school. I came from a family of 9 children. I was the middle child, and to go to college, you had to go to work. So I built swimming pools in the summertime and went to college in the wintertime, and ended up staying with building swimming pools ever since then. So.
Quite honestly, this is resort-style living in your backyard. I mean, I love that. One of the things, obviously, like you said, people don't realize how popular swimming pools are. Share with me a little bit some of the swimming pools you've been able to provide in the past years. We're talking about small pools, large pools, custom-designed pools. Share.
As different as customers are, that's how different swimming pools are. Some we've put together have, like water features built into them, fire pits, outdoor kitchens, and that sort of thing. So
this isn't a cookie-cutter approach. We're not talking about a pool out of the box. We're talking about some that are shaped exactly like you need it based on the space. Like you said, depending on how many people are going to be in it. Also, many of them have cascading water coming right into the pool. Are these pretty beautiful places for people to enjoy their family?
Yes, absolutely.
I like the fact that when people come out to a pool, you guys are also known for spas, complete spas, hot tubs. Are these things that tie in together pretty well? And can a person do the whole grandiose thing, or can you go step by step and kind of add to it?
Quite often what will end up happening is, unless you have all the money, you may want to do this in stages. They may say, well, we want to start with a swimming pool, or it may be an outdoor kitchen, but we want to, later on, we want to put some retaining walls or some sitting ledges, fire pits, that sort of thing with it. One of the things I think we're most proud of in the last couple of years is getting into decorative concrete. I mean, we've been doing it for decades. But a couple of years ago, we had a customer that had a radiant heat driveway, and he didn't want to take the driveway out. And so what we ended up doing is we started researching them. That's what I'm really good at, getting into it, digging in, figuring out. And what we found out is that everyone I talked to said, well, if you've got spalling in your driveway, tear it out. So I actually ended up developing a system for the resurfacing of driveways. It's exclusive to our company. Nobody else has it.
My name is Terry Peltis, and I'm here with Dan from Malibu Pools. We had a problem with our driveway. It was cracking, spalling, the top was crumbling, and I didn't really know what to do with it. And so I called a lot of different companies to come over and give me some ideas and some costs associated with it. And some of the companies wanted to tear out the concrete and replace it with gray concrete, and it was very expensive. It was more than $40,000. As you can see, we've got a lot of driveway here. Other companies wanted to put in pavers, which were very expensive, or concrete overlay or stamped concrete, which was also very expensive. And while cost wasn't our first concern, we wanted to end up with something that was beautiful, something that nobody else had and that would really enhance the value of our home. And then we met Dan. And Dan came in with his creativity, with his experience with concrete, and helped us understand what was possible for our driveway and our sidewalk and what we could do to make our home even more beautiful. And we settled on the process that he helped us through. He was very professional. It was probably the most cost-effective process that we could have done, and it created a lot of value for our home. It enhanced the beauty. We're so glad that we met Dan, that we chose him for this project.
That's fine, that's fine.
Hi, my name is Stan Peters with Castle Rock Consulting. I'm a materials engineer. I've been involved with concrete for about 30 years since teaching at CSU. I've looked at some of the driveways that Malibu Pools has rejuvenated, and I'm really impressed. They've removed all of the surface materials that would still be susceptible to deterioration. They've gotten it down to a solid, durable surface, and at that point in time they use a variety of acid stains to achieve different colors. They've got some borders with skin treatments with a microsurfacing, resulting in a very attractive looking surface for the driveway.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, like you say, not everybody has a space or wants a pool in their backyard, but we all have enough space for a great patio. This concrete work, decorative concrete work, obviously is a great fit for that as well.
It is, and like I say, a lot of people just wanted to find an alternative to just putting plain gray concrete in, or just staying with the plain gray concrete. And this provides for them the opportunity to be able to have beautiful decorative concrete. Actually, it costs a lot less than replacement.
Interesting. And so we're talking about micro top stone, if that's the look you want. I see some great entrances to homes that use this kind of look as well. Really, you're not limited to where you're going to put this down.
No, absolutely not. If you have spalling concrete, or if you just have concrete you'd like to, make look nicer, we can actually go in and we make them look like this.
Concrete work like this isn't limited to just outdoors. I mean, you can actually take indoor interior with concrete as well. Is that correct?
Absolutely. We really what's becoming popular right now is grind acid stain and seal, or grind stain and seal basements. We get a lot of calls for of course, for driveways and patios and entryways that we do a lot of microtyping on. We've got this finish over here, which is done in a flagstone finish. It's very nice, and it actually complements what we're doing with the driveways with the bands.
So we're talking about free on-site samples you're able to provide, regardless if you go with a single color, multi-colors. Quite honestly, you've got a look that's going to probably take care of anybody out there.
We actually do free samples because we want the customer to see what they're going to get, so they're going to be happy with what they get. And we will go in and we will provide the samples, like I say, free of charge, and then you get to see exactly what you're going to get when we're finished.
What's nice about this, like you mentioned basements earlier, not only is the maintenance easy on this type of floor, but it's also here in Colorado flood resistant.
Absolutely. Well, in the past, people had like carpet in their basements, and all the flooding and the rain we've had this year. We end up with a lot of basements needing to be done because I'm getting that carpet out of here. So.
Excellent. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their contact information. First of all, on the website, you can take a look at the different services they provide out there. Quite a few that we haven't even touched on here, but definitely they are known for their swimming pools. And obviously now exclusive to their company is the concrete. We're talking about staining, going in and resurfacing. You name the look. Basically, if you can imagine it, these guys can put it together for you.
Build it.
We didn't have time to touch on everything that you guys do. We're talking about fire pits, outdoor kitchens, spas. Touch on a few of those for just to give the folks an idea.
Well, I mean, like I say, that a lot of people, there's nothing that we can't do. I mean, literally, I could draw up and I can listen to people very, very well and get their ideas. Even on this particular driveway, when we finished it, I think our company, every one of our employees, everybody really cares about what they're doing. We want to provide the best, and we listen. So I would recommend you call us.
Give them a call, folks. Their contact information at the bottom of the screen right there. They've got an A+ Better Business reviews out there. Check out the reviews online like we did and take a look at the backyard. Basically find it is what you want to accomplish, making sure you've got the space that's required and needed. Also, though, keep in mind we're talking about patios, decks. Concrete is what their specialty is. Remember, resort-style living right in your own backyard. This is Gary Atanu with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.